Hello, and welcome back to Something to Noodle On. I'm Mac.
And I'm Hannah.
And y'all, I have a concussion.
Yes. Ouch.
Yes. So we had this whole app pressed, but not pressed. What's the word?
Prepped.
Prepped.
It's okay.
There it is.
Girl, I got you.
You got me. We're doing it. We had an episode prepped. Andy, our amazing Andy, worked so hard to get us notes for a really fun app we were going to do about love. Right?
At first sight. Yeah.
Love at first sight. Yeah. I know we promised a music thing, but we had some lines crossed. Didn't happen. It's going to happen eventually. But
yes.
Y'all, I have to limit screen time. So reading and talking and hanging out, probably not a good idea.
Not so much. No. So we're just going to chat instead. So tell me about your awesome camping weekend that, led to
a concussion. Okay. Yeah. So as you all know, we love LARP. I am always spreading the good word of LARP when we can because it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And part of having that fun is going to these like amazing campouts, right?
Yeah.
Our kingdom was hosting the Olympiad, which is an AmpGuard international event.
Nice.
Which is a big deal.
That's a big deal.
It's like people from all over the country are flying in to prove they're the best. It's like Olympics, but LARP.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'll get into the whole fun of it all, but I know you guys are probably dying to know how I bumped my head, how I rocked my noggin. It was the last battle game of the day. Mm-hmm. And it was so hot. And I'm going to say these numbers and you're going to be like, bitch, what? It was 83 degrees.
But for the Pacific Northwest, that's
hot.
Really damn hot.
Yes. I don't know.
Can confirm.
Yeah. Well, like you're Utah or Arizona? Utah.
Yeah.
So hot, but you came to Washington and you felt like our 85 hot, which it was hot, right?
It was hot, but it was also comboed with humidity, which I hate. I don't like soup air, Mac. I don't like to eat the air.
You sure? You sure about that? You don't
No,
drink
listen, I
air?
like good soup, but not soup air.
You know what's wild is that like Washington isn't really even considered a humid state.
No.
It does have humidity. It's like 20%.
It's like a different humid because I've been in the South for humid and oh my God.
Yeah. We don't like, I'm good. Florida, you can keep that.
Yeah, no joke.
Nobody wants that. Not even Florida man. He doesn't want that.
Well, that might be debatable, but yes.
But yeah, so it was hot outside.
Mm-hmm.
So all of us were just kind of drained and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm yawning. Hold on. I'm so, I didn't know how tired you get with bumping your noggin. I'm just tired doing nothing. But so what had happened was a barbarian was chasing me. I was defending the point with one of my friends. Friend died. I'm left alone.
Ruh-roh.
Barbarian guy starts chasing me wearing a ton of armor. I'm playing a class that didn't have any armor because it was hot outside and fuck that shit. So
no joke.
Yeah. So I start backpedaling. So I'm running backwards as he's chasing me. And the hill or the playing field is uneven. It's kind of hilly, but it's not a hill, but it's definitely uneven.
Mm-hmm.
I tripped on a bow that was on the ground.
Damn.
In our sport, people can destroy weapons with spells and or other arrows can destroy a weapon if it hits your weapon. And then you drop it because it's destroyed unless you find someone to mend it.
Correct.
So bow was on the ground. And so I was backpedaling, tripped on the bow. And then I immediately started going down. And so like
Oh no.
whacked real hard on like my butt. And then like I was running. So there was enough force where like I hit my head
Whiplash.
back.
Woof.
Full on like boom onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Hat came off, everything, you know.
Ugh.
And I at first was in shock because I was like,
Did you get the wind knocked out of you a little bit?
I'm sorry?
Did you get the wind knocked out of you a little bit, maybe?
Honestly, I don't remember. That's another thing is like, I can't remember like certain things. But this is it was very mild. So, but at the time, and this is why I brought up the temperature, I couldn't tell if my symptoms were heat related or if they were concussion related. So med team, there's a whole med team, like checked me out. My friend Anna, amazing. And she was like, I think you have a combination of like a mild concussion and like heat exhaustion, you know,
Yeah.
because she was like, I'm clammy and all that stuff, which is like heat stroke, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was asking me questions, and like later we looked it up, and like the symptoms are almost identical. Yeah. So it was really hard to discern. And so I didn't know how serious it was, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to keep playing battle games.
Yeah, of course.
And keep hanging with my friends and doing the thing.
You're like, shake it off. I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. Shake it off is a spell that I think barbarians get, you know, they shake it off. So yeah, I wonked real good, and I had like and it's funny because my friend Murphy, she was a kitchen rat. Mm-hmm. And so I had promised that I would help with feast because it was the last day. And so people are like, you just bonked your head. Like, you probably shouldn't do that. And I was like, I made a commitment. Like, I got to go help my friend in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, Murph, I'm here. Like, where do you want me? And she was like, can you help dry plates? Like, we're short on plates. And I was like, got you. And like, as I'm standing there, it starts spinning. And I'm like, uh-oh. And so I sit down and I'm like, please don't throw up. Please don't throw up. Please don't throw up.
Yeah.
And so I'm like sitting down, hovering over a trash can.
Drying plates.
Just like, I'm trying to play it super cool. Like, I didn't tell anybody, you know, like I just like mosey over to a little spot hovering by a trash can. And someone sees me through the like cafeteria window, because it's like an open window kind of deal.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And someone was like, yo, that girl was just on the battlefield and hit her head really hard. Someone should go check on her. And then I start like kind of tearing up a little bit because I'm like, don't notice me, don't perceive, like,
don't see me, don't see me. Yeah.
You know? Like, don't draw attention. And so like now attention is getting drawn. And that's when Anna came over and like checked on me, and we did all the things and whatnot. But yeah, it was weird. And then I had told my partner, I was like, hey, can we leave tonight? Because it was the last night. Yeah. And a lot of people leave like the night after court instead of like staying and then packing out the next day, you know?
Yeah.
And so we were like, yeah, let's leave. Well, he wanted to stay. And I was like, I really just need to sleep. Like, I can't be sleeping just like in an uncomfortable environment again. Like, I just want comfort. And he was like, got you. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
And so as we were like packing up, like I was getting dizzy. And this at this point was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours after I had fallen. And he was like, you shouldn't be dizzy anymore if it was heat stroke. You know, he was like, you like, this might be a bigger deal than you had let on. And I was like, yeah, probably, but it's fine. Like, I just really want to sleep. Like, yeah.
Mac, you shouldn't sleep after a concussion, technically.
You know what, bitch? I Googled it, and that's a myth. I swear to God.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, because like everyone was like, don't sleep. And I'm like, don't fucking tell me that because I haven't.
I want to
slept in
sleep so
24
bad.
hours.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking tired. And I Googled it, and apparently that's like an old myth based on research that was done. And then new research have come out, and actually like sleep and rest is how you heal.
Well, it's how your okay. I'm like, normally that's how your body recovers anyways.
Yeah.
So it's weird that they're like, don't do it. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Turns out you should sleep. So.
Lies. It's a lie.
It's a lie. Everything I do is a lie. But yeah, I went to sleep, and then the next day woke up and like had some like cognitive like brain fog, like trying to recall. I was messaging my friends about, and then I'm bearing the lead here, y'all. I won Battle Olympian for.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I buried the lead. Okay, but we'll get into that because the concussion is why we don't have a regular episode, you know?
Right. Yeah. You want to explain that first?
Yeah.
But yes.
And so I was messaging some of my friends. I was like, guys, I won, blah, blah, blah. And I was like trying to recall the other people who won. And like, I know these people. I've known them for years. And I'm like, what is their name? And I'm like, I couldn't remember for the life of me. I'm like, what is their name? And so like, I had looked up some other stuff and like cognitive stuff. Prolonged headache, had that. Still dizzy. But I had balance issues. I almost fell several times just like being normal walking, and I'm like, that's cool, love that for me. And so that was my Sunday. And then Monday I woke up and still had like a migraine headache and like cognitive stuff, but the dizziness was gone. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go to work because Google also said, while yes, rest is good, too much rest is bad. You should do work and get back to normal, but slowly. And I was like, all right, that's what we're doing. So here we are. Yeah.
And you won. That's freaking awesome, though, dude.
Well, I didn't win overall Olympian. But I won the battle game Olympian, which was what I cared about, and that's the only category I had entered in. Because there was arts and sciences. So I think they called it cultural. So there was cultural, there was battle game, and then there was war. And then if you entered all three, you got points that tally to overall Olympian. And only a handful of people entered all three, like less than 10, maybe, you know.
Oh, wow. With that many people, really?
Entered all three, yeah. But there were, like 60 people maybe in the battle game one. I don't know how many were in the war one, like a big tournament. Gosh, like at least 45 maybe. And then I don't know how many people total entered in arts and sciences. But yeah, how I thought of arts and sciences was like, people create amazing fucking things. And I was like, there's no way that I, in my like baby art journey, can even compete with the things that people are submitting. Like when I tell you the level of work that people are submitting at, like it's like, holy shit, wow level of work. And I'm like, my level of work is like, I'm gonna put that on the fridge, you know. And like their level of work is like, that needs to be hung in a museum somewhere, like that looks so good, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not gonna bust my ass and try when I just know it's not worth my effort. Is kind of maybe not a good mentality, but that's my mentality I went into it with.
Right, that's not your focus, you could say it that way.
Yeah. I wasn't focused on art. I just cared about battle games because that's what I like to do the most. And then tournament fighting is not for me. Like I am not a good, like I'm not a good stick, you know, like I can command a battlefield. I can run objective like nobody's business. But if someone's going toe to toe with me, they're going to win 9 times out of 10, you know, because like I'm not a good stick person. So why would I like voluntarily go and subject myself to get hit a bajillion fucking times in a tournament? Like I'm fucking good.
Right?
No way.
No, thanks.
No, we good. We good, fam. But yeah, that was my super awesome fun weekend.
I mean, it sounds super awesome and fun. I mean, from experience, I mean, I came out and visited you and did a LARP weekend.
Yes.
So I understand the awesomeness of Amped Guard and LARP and doing all that stuff. And I will say, because I play assassin, and so like shooting people with a crossbows. A padded crossbow, mind you, it's padded. It's all safe.
It's not a real bolt that's hitting.
Like, yeah,
Could
it's
you
not.
imagine? That's why we have armor on, because we're getting hit with real bolts.
It's real. No, it's not real. It's fun. It's fun.
It's so much fun. Yeah. It's fun to just feel like a kid again and play wacky bats in the woods with your friends, you know.
Wacky bats, yes, indeed. I will say, this wasn't your like first concussion you've ever had, right?
So maybe, yes. Like,
okay.
I might have had a concussion when I was a kid.
Okay.
I went snowboarding once and whacked my head really good on ice, you know?
Yeah, that'll do it. I've done that.
That'll do it. But I don't recall having symptoms, you know? Like, I don't recall not being able to, like, remember shit or, like, being dizzy. But again, I was probably, like, in 8th grade, like, high school. So young, can bounce back, squishy, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Well, welcome, I guess, to the concussion club.
You had concussions?
Several.
What? Aren't you only allowed to have so many before, like, bad things happen?
I don't know about that.
Ask all the football players and, like, the MMA fighters.
Well, listen, so I'm pretty sure my very first concussion was when I was in the train accident. And then my second concussion or so, I think, was when I was riding a bike and I was hit by a car.
Oh my gosh. You're just in like these crazy, like, first train accident, like, I didn't, my mouth was agape. I wasn't able to, like, formulate words. And then you said you got hit by a car while on a bike. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? How are you alive?
Yeah.
Like,
you know, someone's watching out. All right.
Good job, aliens. No.
Yeah. I'm also a good advocate of helmets. So,
yeah.
So, and then,
are you wearing a helmet on the train?
No, that I was not, obviously, because I did not expect the train to
just envision
fucking
it.
flip sideways. Thank you. No. And then car accidents. I've been rear-ended like 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's so scary.
Yeah. And then snowboarding also.
Snowboarding will do it to you, man. Like,
I have gotten used to being able to, like, I finally, after hitting my head really hard snowboarding a couple times, I'm like, oh god, no more. And so I would wear a helmet snowboarding. Also big advocate of that. And then I also got used to tucking and rolling and popping back up like a daisy.
There you go.
So you fall, you tuck, you roll, and you pop back up and you can keep going.
You know what's funny? After I fell, someone's like, we need to teach you how to roll. And I was like,
yeah. Well, I think I channeled my my volleyball rolls into snowboarding, because like when you're doing volleyball, when you dive for the ball, you're supposed to dive and roll is how you're supposed to, like, so you pop that ball up and you roll so that you can stand up real quick and you're in ready stance again. So I had to, like, remember those things while I was snowboarding, but
that's crazy. In my mind, I'm like, there's no way.
Now, though, I don't know if I'm as flexible to roll, so I just don't fall while snowboarding, right?
Honestly, the older you get as an adult, the more you realize the crazy shit you did as a kid, and you're like, why did I do that? That's so dangerous. Like, I could have hurt myself. Because now, like, hurting your back, like sneezing, And so
yeah, right. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like the little things now put us out for days or weeks, and so the big things are really big, and so I'm just like, climbing a tree, no way, couldn't be me. Like
no,
I
couldn't
the
be
risk
me.
is too high. I can't.
Yeah, I don't bounce like I used to.
I mean, I might bounce. I'm a little bit more squishy now.
Yeah, I ain't getting back up though. That's
It's gonna take two people to get me up.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the club. I don't know if it's a good club to be a part of. I haven't gotten like a free T-shirt or anything, unfortunately.
Man.
I know. So
wrong club.
and I'm wrong club. I am pretty sure I probably have some sort of brain damage.
You're like, I don't know. I'm
My
a little
brain
off from the last one.
So,
oh my gosh.
it's just one of those things. But I'm happy that you're like okay and not like didn't have to get hospitalized, because getting hospitalized for a concussion is not great.
Well, my friend was like, if you faint or your extremities feel tingly, go to the doctor. Like, that's when things are bad.
Yeah. No.
And she's like, otherwise, they're just going to give you aspirin and tell you to rest. And so she's like, save you the hospital bill,
Yeah.
But again, at the time, it was so hot, like, couldn't discern the difference between the two. And so when I actually went and laid my head down that night, when I was like, can we leave? Can we go? Blah, blah, blah. And I laid my head down on a pillow. I was like, I might have downplayed this. Laying my head on a pillow hurts. This doesn't feel good. And so I like side slept because like I hit the back of my head. And so I side slept and was able to fall asleep.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt now. Like it, like the morning happened, and then like I woke up and the back of my head didn't hurt as bad as anymore, but like currently my neck fucking hurts so bad.
Whiplash
and
for
so
sure then.
I'm just like I don't know if neck pain is I should go to the doctor, and they're gonna be like, why didn't you come in earlier, you dingus? And so now I just don't want to get scolded by a doctor, so we're ignoring our problems.
So that's for future
that's
back
future me problem when I'm bleeding. No, I'm kidding. I'm not bleeding. Like, no cuts, thank goodness. There wasn't a rock, which would have been really fucking scary.
Oh God.
Because there were rocks all over the battlefield. Not big ones, but rocks. And so like it could have been
really bad.
Significantly worse, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy that it wasn't. I'm really happy that it wasn't.
Same.
Yeah. I'm also really happy there's no snow on the ground, because I can tell you when you have a concussion and there's snow on the ground and then it's bright as hell outside, any sort of light, you're like,
oh yeah, I was wearing sunglasses. Like, I was like, the light hurts.
Hurts me. Yeah. You feel like a vampire. You're like, no, darkness is my friend.
Well, that's how I was yesterday, because I had work and I worked outside. I wore sunglasses legitimately until 8:30 at night. Like, and like around 7, it started being like dusky,
Ooh, yeah.
8:30, I'm like, it's still too bright. And like people have their headlights on and I'm just like, nope, it's too bright.
Yeah. It's too bright. It hurts. Yeah.
It hurts. But yeah, that's why we don't have a regular ep today.
That's why.
Because too much work. So.
And your brain hurts.
It does. I was just kind of taking it easy today. I was painting with watercolor earlier. Fun, yes. But I'm like,
yes,
too much brain power. I gotta lay down. And so I like lay down.
Okay.
Watercolor painting exhausted me after like 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, we're done.
Yeah. Well, watercolor painting is also pretty technical.
Yeah, it's so fun though. Though I did waterlog my
really
paper,
fun.
so I stopped because A, my brain hurt, but B, it started rippling. So now I have a bunch of weights on it to not ripple it.
I was
I was trying wet on wet, but I rippled
Oh.
it. I fucked it up.
Yep. Well,
I've only ever done wet on dry, so.
and I mostly stick to acrylics. Like, I like watercolor, but I mostly stick to acrylics. And I don't have the right ventilation for oils. Don't do any oil paintings right now either. The fumes from that will really heck you up.
Yeah, well, here we are, guys. So
Here we are.
next week, we'll probably have that regular episode for y'all.
Yes.
But thank you
It'll be good.
for humoring us and giving you something totally different, off script, like literally no script. So if it gets a little chaotic or derailed, that's why. Because when you put two people with ADHD in a room together, we're gonna ramble.
What do you mean, Mac?
What do you mean? But yeah, guys, if you have ever had a concussion or an injury, let us know in the comments. And
take care of your brains.
Yeah, do that. Okay. Let's leave you guys with a question. What question should we ask them about brains? Like
about brains? Oh.
Or like, what do you do for self-care? Give me your self-care routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
There's our question.
Noodle on that.
Self-care. And if you guys aren't doing self-care, even just 30 minutes of scrolling, watching your favorite show, lighting a candle, like all of those really little things are ways for self-care for yourself. So
yeah. Unplugging, power nap.
Oh, I read an interesting article that if someone like unplugged for, I want to say like 2 weeks or 18 days or something like that, and their cognitive, like whatever, is back 10 years. Like their cognitive is 10 years younger because they unplugged. So,
wow.
Yeah.
There you go, folks.
Unplugging. It's important.
Unplugging.
Speaking of which, we're going to go now. We're unplugging the podcast.
Yes.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.